I'm here with arguably one of the most dominating defensive linemen in the NFL right now, Albert Haynesworth. Albert, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks. I'm great. And I just want to thank you for this opportunity to give Sports Alley the opportunity to kind of get into your life a little bit. We greatly appreciate it. And you know what, Albert? We're here in Miami, beautiful Miami, in your breathtaking home. So I got to ask you, the talk of the sports world down here now is the James Wade Bosch trio. Tell me, what are your predictions about the upcoming basketball season?
Well, I'm not really a guy that likes just a team. You know, so I like players, and I always like Wade. I always like LeBron, and I'm starting to get to know Bosch a little bit. But I think they're going to go far. I can't say they're going to win it all in the first year, but I mean, I hope they do. I mean, just to silence the critics, and especially get everybody off LeBron's back for jumping ship from Cleveland. But, you do need help in this world to win a championship.
Absolutely. I think no one knows that better than you. Being a professional football player yourself. Speaking of superstars, you have quite a bit to be proud of yourself. I mean, you are a two-time Pro Bowl selection, a two-time All-Pro selection. Tell me, when did you realize that you possess such a unique talent or gift to play football?
I started playing football at 6 years old, and my mom told me this story. She tells everybody this story. I don't remember it, but we were in the living room watching football game, pro football game, and she said I was like around 7 or 8 or something like that. She said I was just sitting there watching the game, and she said I turned around to her and said, "I'm going to do this when I grow up," and turned back around and just kept watching the football game. She said she remembered that from that day, and it's like it just struck her as being odd, but for me to say that and not say anything else and turn around and continue to watch, and actually for me to start doing it.
Right. So it's pretty safe to say that this was your destiny. You are doing what you were meant to do.
Yeah, I've been playing ever since I was 6, never missed a year. So, I'm 29 now, so it's, 23 years of playing, football.
And speaking of that, you were the 15th overall pick in the 2002 draft, and here we are entering the 2010 season. In a career that's pretty short-lived, in comparison to most normal careers, if you will, how do you consistently remain one of the premier defensive linemen in the NFL season after season?
What I was explaining to people was that it's kind of like the Matrix. Like as you play football, the more you play it, the more it slows down for you, the more things you get to see, and I'm getting older, so I might slow down a little bit, but with my mind being sharp and seeing things I've seen before, helps me react faster, so, kind of cover that up. Okay, so there's always learning and growth going on in your
Oh,
of course, you continue to learn. I mean, when I was 20, 21, I was like a guy that could go out and run a sprint and never had to stretch or, do anything. Now it's just like, getting out of bed, you got to stretch, just,
Right.
So it's different, but now my mind is a lot stronger or a lot more developed than it was when I was younger.
Change is inevitable, and you've recently experienced quite a bit of change. How do you typically embrace these transitions, especially when the spotlight is on your head?
You just because the place and your atmosphere changes doesn't mean that you have to change. So you just keep doing the thing that you're used to doing, and everything will work out for you.
You've recently changed teams. You played at the University of Tennessee, and then your professional career began with the Tennessee Titans. You recently changed to the Washington Redskins. What would you say is more difficult, making the transition to a new team or making the transition to a whole new city, a whole new culture of the city?
I think it's kind of both. Going from Nashville to DC is really different. Nashville's a country music town, real laid back. I'm used to Tennessee. DC fans are more in your face and I guess diehard Redskins. They're like die if, you know, something doesn't happen right, you know.
Yeah.
In Nashville, it's, you know, they love the Titans, but I don't think anybody's gonna really die, you know.
Yeah.
So that was a different thing, and then the system at the Redskins was different than what I was used to at the Titans. So you know, just getting used to things like that was not hard, but you know, took a little bit
Right.
time to do.
Understandably so. You know, Al, from the outside looking in, some would consider you to have a dream job. You get to travel, you get the notoriety, the attention. Your name gets to live on well beyond your professional years. But you experience the ups and downs, the reality of the business. What would you say, you know, despite the pressure, how do you deal with that type of pressure? How do you deal with that type of exposure?
I just try to keep it as being a job, and nothing more. Like I don't see it changing me at all from the person. I've always been pretty much the same guy. You know, I still like to go shop at Walmart and just walk through the aisles and you know, bargain shop and you know, as long as I stay true to my roots and you know, where I came from, then I'll be okay. You know, just let it be a job, and you know, I go out there and do my job, and then I come back and myself.
So it's important to stay grounded, and it's important to stay true to who you are.
Yes, because being a football player, being on TV, or doing whatever, doesn't make you better than anybody. It's just a job. That's all it is. I mean, it's a good job, and it pays well and stuff like that, but it's still just a job. You know, it doesn't make you better than anybody else.
And speaking of that, you stand at what, 6'6",
Yep.
and you come across as a very strong and powerful man. But that's the outside. You know, when the doors close and the sun sets and you are left alone with just you, what can you share about the real Albert Haynesworth?
Well, like in my off time, like the off seasons and stuff, I like to, you know, I'm a big boater, so I love Miami. Like, I have a couple boats, I like to go out in the water and go fast, sometimes relax. You know, I'm a real outdoorsy kind of guy. You know, I like to do things outdoors. And then, if I'm not outdoors, then I would like to kind of just sit around the house and watch movies. I'm a big movie connoisseur.
Okay. And that leads me to my next thought as well. You know, it's such a fast-paced job. It's such a fast profession. You're moving all the time. And as soon as you settle one place, you have to go to another place. Oftentimes, you all leave family back in you know, your home city. Al, how do you find your own personal peace and solace when everything around you is going on and swirling around you?
You close the doors, you cut off TV, you don't watch the news or ESPN or anything. You just gotta, I don't know, live life normally, you know. You just kind of relax and not pay attention to what people are saying. Just, you know.
There are hundreds of thousands of young boys that dream of doing what you do. What advice would you give to these young athletes that dream of someday becoming the next Albert Haynesworth or the next defensive lineman? What would you tell them?
Well, I think the most important thing is always to have fun. If you're not having fun, then you're not going to do your best. I mean, even though you think you're going to do your best, you're not, you know, because you still have something left to give. And as long as you have fun and, you know, you try to get better at each year or each game or each practice, then you can become that.
A family. You know, you're more than a football player. You're a father, you're a son, you're a cousin, you're a friend. How important is your support system?
Very important. I mean, your inner circle, that's, you know, that's who you need. That's your backbone. That's your support system. I mean, every day is not going to be great. Every day is, you know, not going to be bad. So you need those people cheering you up and also, you know, patting you on the back saying you did a great job.
I know you have children, and I'm pretty sure, like most children, your children look up to you as their father. And they also get to have a father that does an amazing job. How does your upbringing impact the way that you raise your children?
Well, again, you know, just because they see dad on TV is, you know, doesn't really mean anything or whatever. Actually, my youngest son, he thinks every football player is me on TV, so it's kind of funny. I could be sitting right beside him, he's like, oh, there you are, Daddy. I'm like, no, not quite. Is he sure? He asked me if I'm sure, but it's funny. But no, I mean, I raise my kids, you know, I make sure they're very respectful and disciplined, but also very, you know, I guess fun and loving, you know, like to have fun.
Tell us, as a father, what is the biggest life lesson you will teach your children?
Biggest life lesson is, I guess, treat everybody with respect, you know, no matter what. Treat everybody the same. And never just have favoritism towards people. And what I definitely teach my oldest son, and I haven't had a chance to, you know, start teaching my youngest son because he don't understand yet, is but don't be a follower, always be a leader. You know, be that person. Don't be, I tell them, don't be a sheep, and you know, follow people. You always, you know, have to set the standard.
Good. The interview. This is a part that everyone seems to enjoy. It's called Things That You Don't Know About Me. I'm going to say something and you're going to finish it. Like, for example, favorite color.
Blue or black.
Favorite restaurant.
Here in Miami, it's Monty's.
Oh, okay. If you weren't playing football, you would be?
In the real estate.
The person that knows you best is?
Myself.
Wow. No one knows that you can. Any hidden talents you know about?
Drive a speedboat at 160 miles an hour.
Your nickname is?
Don't have one.
What are you most afraid of? And we would be surprised to hear.
Failing.
What do you hate?
Nothing.
And last one, what are you obsessed with?
Being the best.
This is Kamara with Sportsality Magazine. We've had an amazing day here with Albert Haynesworth, and we wish him best of luck this season. May God be with him and bless him with longevity. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you later. Bye.